Hello everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the stream. It is I, DigiDriver, welcoming you to Sunday, March 17th, 2024. And this is a first. I don't think I've streamed Saturday and Sunday like in ever. So I wanted to hop on really quick just to mess around with the sim and to say hi to anybody that said hello because I finally got tired of looking at the GeForce Experience app for my NVIDIA 3060i, and it's saying, oh, well, you're not using optimal settings. We can do this and that for you and all this. So I decided to just take its optimizations at face value and see what we could do and see whether or not that works. And mess around, have a little bit of fun flying around some familiar areas and some unfamiliar ones too, just for a little while. Could be 45 minutes, could be an hour today, but definitely just want to make sure I have, have a good time. I might break out the 737. I might not. I'm not totally sure what I want to do, but I'm just checking to see how everything works out. If I'm flying real time, then I could potentially fly overseas at night. But at the same time, I'm not sure that I want to do that. But I'm also curious to see how this performs in places that I haven't been to, like in ever. So, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, I want to go overseas. I want to go to Ireland. So, what can I do? I can pick an airport for one, and we can try a flight from Dublin to Cork. Where's the airport? It's right there. I don't know if Cork is a handcrafted airport, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. And we're going to start on gate 9 at Cork. And I think we're going to try flying to Dublin or flying somewhere else, just as picturesque. I don't think we're going to go. Oh, wow, we could go to Belfast, but I don't have the Pyreek scenery. So a quick trip up to Dublin should probably be just fine. And I will use the fly-by-wire. Oh, no, wait. I said I was going to use 737. Let's do that. I don't know if I have even a British Airways livery for it, though, so gonna have to see. Air France, we have Air France. China Southwest, they're out of the way. Midwest, I mean, I could always do an Air France up from Ireland down to, I don't know, the northern or the western shores of France. Why not? Or I could do Scandinavian, but that would be a haul. It really does have to be something quick, and I don't have an Irish livery for the 737. I'm stretching it, but I think I'm going to take the Air France, and I think we're going to go south to France. I think so. Is it that far down to, I don't think so. Doesn't seem that far down. We'll find out. If I select this as an arrival, how long is the flight? No, we're not picking the runway for departure. We're picking the gate. High altitude airways. It actually doesn't give me a time. What's going on here? whatever. So we're landing to the west and we're departing to the south, which is kind of cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. And I will open a browser window and file a flight plan through SimBrief, and we'll see what happens. Come on. Wait, do I really want to fly for that long? Okay, how long is this flight? Does it even give me that much? I'm assuming it's going to be about an hour and a half. And honestly, I don't know that I want to do that. So no. No. We're going to pitch that plan and we're going to go to EIDB. We're going to go to Dublin. Wait. Hello. EIDW. There we go. High altitude airways, arrivals direct. And we would be landing in what? Calm winds? That's interesting. All right. Might as well do a straight in. But what's traffic doing? Traffic is taking off to the west. Or are they? I don't know. Looks like multiplayer is taking off to the west. And we could always land to the south. Okay, let's do that. Oof, wow, that's a crazy arrival out. I don't know that I like that so much. That seems a bit better to me. Take gate 9. Why do you keep picking the runway? Slightly annoying. There we go. Departures direct on a southbound departure means we get to pick the arrival, which is fantastic. Look at that. Takes me straight to Dublin. And then we'll go that way. Superb. Okay, this thing is probably going to spit me onto the runway, and I'm not going to be happy about it, but whatever. I am going to say I'm repositioning an Air France 737 for a flight back to France after departing from Dublin. But I feel like I'm overthinking this. Just chill. Chill, Dig. What other liveries are there? I'm surprised I didn't install any British Airways liveries for this thing. I'm genuinely surprised. It's a fictional Air France livery anyway, so whatever. Alright, customization, good enough. And we're going to take November 820, or we're going to take, let's see, Golf, Romeo, Delta, Alpha, Charlie. Air France 197. And that's it. Please, please, please tell me you're going to start me at the gate. Please don't tell me you're going to start me at the runway. I will literally taxi to the gate and park the plane. We'll see. If you're here for the first time and you're wondering why in the world I am having such an internal monologue, it's because I am messing around with Flight Sim on a Sunday. I kind of wasn't planning on it, but I decided to stream anyway, and I hope you guys are doing well. A new week is ahead, friends. Let's see what we can do about it. Okay, so it did deposit me at the gate. I'm happy about that. Let's plug in some sunlight and let's have some fun. We've got live weather. It's not real time. This is a default airport. And for some strange reason, we are still dealing with that problem of what am I trying to say? The problem of textures not loading in, which sucks. I don't know if it's because I'm too close to the ground or what. But at the same time, it's nice to see the satellite imagery. I just wish things were better. And at least now we have more ground textures loaded. So, good enough. All right, while I'm taking a look at this, let's go ahead and choose a fixed camera for the interior views. Oh, okay, that's why it jumped back out. Weird. Hmm. I like that camera view. I think we'll be fine. Can we get power and can we get the jetway, please? We can. Even though the stairs are there. It's okay. Actually, I think power can be provided through the built-in systems for this plane. And speaking of systems, I need to get the battery turned on. Battery on, emergency lights on. And before we start running out of juice, let's go ahead and get ground power set. We're going to request the ground cart and we are going to choose a jetway. We'll take ground power now. And we'll put the battery on the bus, because I'm assuming that's what happens when you do ground power. Upstairs, we'll push the buttons, make the buttons do button things. I do like how that looks though, that's nice. We'll start the alignment and we'll get the session set. Nice noises, but these stall warnings aren't going to sound just now. And where are we? Passenger oxygen is normal. And bright lights for the interior lighting. And once these start flashing, I can switch the nav, or at least that's what I like to do. I could probably switch the nav right now. Why don't we do that? Back down we go. What is the weather in Dublin? I don't know. We'll find out shortly. I'm going to go ahead and get signed in. Grab a chair, friends, get comfy. We're going to do a quick test op with optimized settings from Cork to Dublin, Ireland today in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hopefully you're doing very well. Okay, my sim brief is loaded. Let's go ahead and create a new flight. We're going to choose Air France, and we're going to do flight 197, and we'll go find Cork. I believe it is Echo India Charlie Kilo to Echo India Delta Whiskey, and we'll be flying the 737-600. And it looks like it did pick pretty close to what I wanted, but honestly, it doesn't matter at all. Let's take a look at the registration for the plane. It is, oh, it's Foxtrot Delta Charlie Bravo Alpha. Foxtrot Delta Bravo Charlie Alpha. And what's the FIN number? FIN number, I don't think we have a FIN number, do we? We just have Bravo Alpha. Bravo Alpha. Units in pounds, and we can go to Dublin. If we have to divert, we'll divert to Shannon. Block time of 1 hour, so I'm assuming this flight's going to be really, really quick. I don't think we're going to be climbing very high. If I see anything above flight level 300, I'm going to chuckle. We're taking the Tismo 1 Sierra departure, and then the Sutex 3 Lima arrival into what appears to be a western runway, 28 left. So let's go ahead and generate the flight now and see what it does for us. Today I'm flying with the joystick and throttle, not a gamepad, so I'm hoping for a smoother touchdown. I'm also hoping that the systems, aren't bothered by things like scenery load in. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure my rolling cache is deleted, even though it's off. And there we go. Bit of a refresher. So we're departing on 1-6 and we're arriving at 2-8 left at Dublin. We're going to be taking 10,046 pounds of block fuel. So let's go downstairs and just make sure we have what we need. The jetway is connected. Front left is now open. Payload. How many passengers are we taking? Passenger count 107. That means we are 5 passengers over for the flight. So we're going to take 99 in economy. All 8 seats in first class are occupied. And what do we have? We have a total payload of 24,610 pounds. What's total for cargo? Cargo is 5,885 pounds. So let's see. 3,885 in the back and 2,000 up front means zero fuel weight is going to be actually not that far off what SimBrief gave me. It's 108,300 pounds. And load level is 80.8%, and that's good. Fuel, we're going to be taking, actually, let's take a look at the briefing. We can take 17,900 pounds max. And that's what I want in case we have to divert to Shannon. I like having that. We don't need more fuel. And that takes care of fuel and payload. Ground services. We are sitting with chocks set, and let's go ahead and get started with the flight planning. Let's get to the FMC. The AIRAC cycle is good, although it is going to expire soon. Posinit, we're going to take the position, and we're going to put in Echo India Charlie Kilo as the reference airport, and gate 9er, although I don't think this will take it. Oh, it did. Very nice. So we're going to go from Cork to Dublin. Flight number Air France 197, and if you really wanted to, you could just consider this a charter flight. Departing on runway 16. So, let's see. Init ref, what do we have right now? Let's take a look at our actual payload. And since we're sitting on the tarmac here, let's get our packs on. Recirc fans auto. And yeah, that should be everything. We should actually have air conditioning going now. We'll put the window heats on. And probes, not yet. Back downstairs we go. What am I missing? Oh, I wanted to see what my payload was. Okay, 0 fuel weight, 108.3. And fuel. Gross weight, 126.2, 108.3. Okay, did you remember that? Okay, and we have 7,800 on reserve. And we plan on using 10,000 for today's flight. Cost index, we're going to burn through this really fast. It's going to be at a minimum 80. Planned flight level for this trip is going to be 190. Considering this flight total block time is going to be an hour, that about makes sense. I feel like it's going to be a while that we're going to stay there, but I'll trust it. Cruise wins. What did SimBrief give me for cruise? Actually, it gave me 230. That's not bad. I'll take that. Cruise altitude is 230, and cruise winds are going to be 264 at 47. 264 at 47. Done. What's transition altitude at Cork? Or for Cork? Let's see. Transition altitude will be 5,000. That's fine. And one, how long is that runway? Let's see. 16 is roughly 7,000 feet in length. I'm not going to mess around. We're going to do a full takeoff roll today. Actually, what is the OAT? Okay, it's already set for me. Flaps, we're going to say flaps 5 for today. And CG is going to be 4.69er. So Can I see that anywhere? Somewhere, I think, just past halfway. That should probably be fun. We'll put 127 up on the MCP. And now I think we have everything set. When we depart on the Tismo 1 Sierra departure, we are going to, I guess, go direct to Tismo. Wow, that's kind of short. Departure out of Cork. We'll take the Tismo 1 Sierra. And when we hit cruise, we will go direct to Sutex for the Sutex arrival. We will be using reserve fuel. That's fine. And actually, now will be a great time to make sure that we're not going to run into weather issues at Dublin. So I'll check weather real fast. Winds are 200 at 8. Clouds of fear 4000. Broken at flight level 200. So doesn't look like we're going to have issues with weather, unless I'm wrong. So that's fine. We'll set up the arrival right now, and we're going to take, I believe I said Sutex 3. Oh, it said Sutex 3 Lima. Okay. Sutex 3 Lima. Should be a 3 Lima right there. Okay, and we're going to land on 28 left. Yep. And coming in from the arrival, ILS approach will go from Pisa. And alternate destination, we're going to put Shannon, because the flight plan put it as an alternate. Echo India, November, November. But since we're already using reserve fuel for the flight, I don't know if it's going to impact our ability. Downwind Sim, hello. I'm sorry I missed your messages. What does that one do? Welcome aboard, my friend. Happy to have you. Uh, Happy to have a chat. I am working with a lot of buttons up here. This flight management computer's got me asking a whole bunch of questions. I think I'm actually going to add some more fuel. We're taking 18,000. Wait. We're taking 18,000 pounds. You know what we're probably doing wrong? We're probably setting the wrong cost index. Let's cut it in half. Let me take a look at my performance numbers. Nope. Still using reserve fuel. I'm kind of curious. I want to see what cost index actually lets me keep the fuel that I have on board. Still says we're using reserve fuel. Oh, adding features to an FMC. Good stuff. Wow. You have my respect and my curiosity. Okay, never mind. It's using reserve fuel anyway, and I can't tell why. So, I'm gonna go with, I'm actually gonna go with what SimBrief actually gave me. I am going to take a look at, can I see what the cruise speed is going to be? I'm looking at my briefing. Yeah, true airspeed is going to be somewhere around 446 knots. It's only time and curiosity. Okay, so I'm probably going to be cruising at Mach 0.77, 0.78, if that, so I'm not overly concerned. I've also, I believe, got my legs set for the flight. Let's switch over to plan mode and take a look at this flight plan. So we go to Tismo and there's a discontinuity, then to Sutex, Dirham, Keypor, Arvok, decel, and then we do this kind of like loop around thing where we eventually wind up at Pisa, where we go to the ILS approach, Maxiv, and then land 28. If we go missed, we go to Bandit and then turn around to what I'm guessing is the Dublin VOR. So I'm okay with that. Let's keep the discontinuities in place for now. This is going to be a short flight and I'm going to be messing around with a whole bunch of switches, which kind of makes me happy. And we'll hit the B button because I'm ultra lazy. Also, units should be hectopascals. There we go. So, out of Cork today, we're going to be dealing with the QNH of 1009er, which is fine. Ooh, wow, found a few interface things missing. Yikes. Hopefully that wasn't a major problem. We've got the flight plan set. Let's go ahead and leave this at the performance numbers for takeoff and get the legs set on the left side. Excuse me, the right side. Let's also light things up a bit. Panel lighting up. First officer lighting up. Or pilot monitoring, excuse me. And let's also put the lighting up here as well. Yeah, I flew a hold manually once. It was a workout. It was a mental workout more than a physical one, but I get what you mean. Navs are aligned, and now I can hit these stall warning tests. That's funny. We're good for flaps test, and we've got our flight plan set. What's the initial climb out of Dublin? Cork, excuse me? Let's find out. Initial climb clearance is going to be 5,000. And departure heading for Cork is going to be 164. So 164. Hopefully the sim looks good for everybody. I am experimenting with some AI assisted optimizations. NVIDIA said, hey, you're not flying with optimized settings. Let me set this up for you. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of dodging the issue. Let's go ahead and set this up the way it's supposed to be. Also, let me finish up my settings for the ILS approach into Dublin. ILS 28 left. Add to route. And now we have it set. When we land at Dublin, that's Mr. NVIDIA. He knows things. Yeah, I believe that. We'll take the India Delta Whiskey ILS. It's going to be radio frequency 11135 at 278. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. Where are we? That's nav. Okay. 11135. And what's the core setting going to be? Back up to the MCP, please. Core setting is going to be 278. So we'll leave that one on the first officer side, and then we'll set ourselves up. 278. Okay. Flight director's on. And now I think I should be able to hit both the VNAV and the LNAV buttons successfully. Yes. Always like it when both those light up. I'm happy with that. Okay. So we've got our loadout. I'm going to turn the yaw damper on, and I'm going to get one of the fuel pumps on because I'm going to be turning on the APU very shortly. We'll get our pressure going, and what are we looking for? All right, we're going to be getting out of here shortly. And let me check the sound level for you guys. Okay, I could probably make it a little bit louder. We'll leave it at that. And that's it. We'll get the cruise altitude set to flight level 230, because I think that's where we're going to be cruising up to. Good mix for now? Great, thank you. And what about landing altitude at Dublin? What are we going for here? Dublin has landing altitude of 243 feet. So 250 will work just fine. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and activate the APU. Anti-collision light to on. And we'll get the APU along with the logo on. So APU should be spinning up shortly. Damper, fuel pump is going. Once the APU is ready, we'll switch over to it and go to APU Gen. And then we should be able to push back shortly thereafter. Hydraulics are set. I think we're good. All right, we'll go ahead and set ourselves for departure. Go back to the menu. FS actions, we're going to go ahead and close the entry door. We're good. We've got our passengers and our cargo. At least I'm assuming we do. Okay, all doors are closed. And ground services. Let's go ahead and release the jetway. There we go, going away. And let's go upstairs. APU Gen's available. Let's switch over to it. APU Gen is switched, and now we are APU Gen. And now we can dismiss the ground power. Ground power release. Okay, question. Do we have the parking brake set? We do not. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to pressurize the brake system. Should be enough pressure for me to pull the parking brake, and the parking brake is pulled, which means we can now remove the chocks. Chocks are removed. That's it. Now, in theory, I could use manual pushback. Ooh, nice Aer Lingus livery. Look at that. We could probably use PMDG pushback. And I would say, I don't know how to actually use the thing that actually shows me where it's going to go. So I'm going to use the internal systems instead of using like pushback helper. We connected still? No, we're not. Running on the APU, and I think we're going to be good for that. Let's go ahead and call the pushback truck. Pushback truck. Um, Chocks are removed. Standard L. Turn nose to the right or left? Right. Actually, no, left. Left 90 degrees. Tail right, nose left. Chocks are removed. Standard L. Distance to taxi line. How far is that? Let's take a look at the chart. $50 meters. A meter is about 3 feet. So 50 meters is about 150 feet. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. 150 feet. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. That's fine. Make it about. Oh, sheesh, just switch over. Let's see. About that much. All right, well, we'll find out if I picked the right choice. So, 1, 2. I would say 100 meters. Yeah, we'll take we'll take 100 meters with the standard L, and we'll see whether or not they put me in the grass. That's fine. Let's request a pushback now.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for push and start, tail to the right. Copy that, ready for push, tail right. Heavy sprint brake, please.
All right, let's get rid of the parking brake. Hold on.
Brakes released.
There we go.
Brakes released, here we go.
Okay, brakes are released. Let's go ahead and turn on the clock.
TCAS test pass.
Sheesh, it's been a while since I started this thing. And now we should be fine. We're running on the APU. Let's go ahead and turn on engine number 1. Yes, I chose correctly. It would help if the APU bleed was turned on, Digi. There we go. Okay, so 100 meters, we're about halfway to where we want it to be. That's all right. Pressure on the brakes.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the salute and release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Oof. The engine coming up is such a nice bassy sound. Engine start on the left. Taxi lights on. And engine number 1. Give it the beans. Auto throttle arm. And let's just make sure we have the other fuel pumps working as well, shall we? We've got some fuel in the center as well. Fortunately, the plane was smarter than me. And we've got both engines up, which means we should be able to go on gens. Gen 1, TR1. There we go. Off the APU, isolation valve can go to auto. Packs can come back on. And probe heats can come on. Dampers on, fuel pumps are rolling. We've got Gen 1 TR1. Galley power is on. APU can come off. Taxi lights are on. Window heat's on, probe heat's on. Pumps are going. Recirc, packs are on, isolation valves auto. Bleed will leave in the on position. Wing lights on. Let's test systems and make sure we're good to go. Full left. Full right. Full forward. And full back. Rudder control. Rudder control full left and right confirmed. That is it. Let's reset fuel flow. And upstairs we should be fine. Quick triple check. We've got taxi lights on. Yep, should be fine. And that should be everything, flight directors. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Oh, auto brakes RTO. I did push the way I wanted. So it's left and right from when you depart the gate. Pointing the nose to the left means you're facing left. Pointing the nose to the right means you're facing right. So let's go ahead, release the parking brake, and get going. There we go. Parking brake is gone. Let's get taxiing, chat. Wow, this plane sounds really nice. Cabin announcements? That's actually a good question. I don't think there are any cabin announcements with this plane, but with the fly-by-wire there would be. Alright. Landing lights on. Strobe lights on. That's the ILS hold short line, but I don't see anybody coming in. Yeah, pretty much. From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Air France Flight 197 with service to Dublin. It's going to be a relatively short flight for everybody, but hopefully weather will hold out for us. Clouds are looking pretty happy at 20,000 feet, and it should take about maybe 30 to 45 minutes for us to get there. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Okay, chrono. Engines to continuous. Happy clouds. Bob Ross was my childhood. What can I say? Okay, so LNAV, VNAV, we should be able to climb without issue. And I know where the happy button is for Toga. And we are not going to waste time. We are good. Let's go ahead and hit Toga. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Set my flaps. That's all. Disregard. 80 knots.
Deporting. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. All right, 1000. Command A. Flaps 2. And flaps 1. Keep it at flaps 1 for now. And ignore the beeping tone. Used to be I'd always forget to do chrono. Now I forget to do flaps. Middle fuel is low pressure, so it's out. Honestly, not bad performance considering I'm way above my old 1080p resolution. Thank you. I like flying the 737. It really does require you to pay attention to a lot of stuff. Okay, we're 5,000 feet. Let's take a look at where we are on the departure. Okay, nothing between me and the rest of the flight plan, so let's go ahead to 230. VNAV, please. Okay. All right. After takeoff checklist, we've got landing lights on until 10,000. Otherwise, we've got taxi and runway turnoffs off. Anti-collision and wing lights are on. Logo's on because I like it that way. And we just activated for flight level 230. That's it. Oh, that's right. We just transitioned out of local pressure back to standard. So there we go. I think we would probably turn the landing lights off at this point since we're at standard pressure. So, there we go. Gear up, flaps up, lights out, and engine switches to off. After takeoff checklist is complete, and we've got Gen 1 TR1. What about pressure? Cabin altitude is pressure rising nicely. There we go. About to cross 10,000. Nice puffy clouds today as we leave Cork. There we go. 10K. I mean, I already had the landing lights off, but that's it. Gotta say, for an optimize to take me to like 2K from 1080p, it's nice. Mrs. Fiji just came through with an in-flight meal. Soup. How are you? Let me know if you need anything, okay? Ah, wow. So, welcome aboard, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. I am just wrapping up this weekend with a flight from Cork to Dublin. A quick test of some optimized settings. I will say I wish that the clouds were more detailed, but you know what? Clouds are clouds. I'm not going to worry about it. If I have to do low quality volumetrics, I'll try it that way for a while. Do you want me to turn on the AC too? Okay, that's fine. Oh, a VR flyer. Oh my word. I don't know if I can handle that, but of all the press that I've seen it get, VR flying sounds amazing. All right, chat, enjoy the view. I'm going to go ahead and step up and just plug in an extra fan because the room is warm. I'm pleased with the sim performance so far. I am happy with it. And Downwind Sim, by the way, I really thank you for coming alongside today. Hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. Excuse me. I need to get rid of my discontinuity. And there we go. Where are we anyway? There we go. We're on the way to Sutex. We are basically pretty much done with the departure. Okay, so that takes care of that. Thanks for the heads up. And let me take a look at the systems again. Approach ref for Dublin. I think flaps 30 should be fine. Glide slope on. And since we are already climbing the cruise almost, let me go ahead and set my course heading on pilot in control or in command to 278. And let's go ahead and switch our radios to 111.35. That's it. All right. Beautiful. 1,000 to go. Don't know why you want to keep turning to the left. have some traffic. I wonder why it's doing that. Probably because LNAV isn't on. Hello. It is amazing, actually. Yeah, we'll leave it at 30. LNAV, VNAV. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's handled now that, we weren't handling before. Okay, so look at that. We're actually almost writing the tape at Mach 0.76, so I'm happy. Ooh, look at that. IRL traffic. Hello. That was dope. I really don't usually see that. All right, so already we're going to begin our descent. All right, folks, from the flight deck, we were legitimately not kidding when we said this was going to be a relatively short flight. We are going to begin our descent, and we hope that you have enjoyed your picturesque departure out of Cork. We need to start getting down to about 16,000 feet in preparation for our arrival. Just make sure if you have any, articles you need to dispose of, that we're going to hand them to our flight attendants on staff, here to help you in any way you need. We should have you in the ground in probably about 20-25 minutes, and I hope you enjoy flying with us today. I used to do a lot of flying in X-plane with the Zebo, the 737-800, and I enjoyed that plane so much. Obviously, the 800 is available for purchase for MSFS. I just like how much value I got by buying the 736 for about 40 bucks. Yeah, the Zebo's an amazing project. I should probably re-download and refly it again on in X-Plane 12. It's stupendous. Okay, transition altitude at Dublin is probably going to be, oh no, wait. Transition by ATC, but we're going to go ahead and set it for 7,000. Or we'll go back to local pressure at 7,000. Current weather at Dublin is still 10 degrees Celsius. A few clouds at 3,000, broken at 20,000. So we're good. And we'll descend to 7,000 now. How long would it take for me to get down there? We've got, let's see, 14, 11. If we're going to go from 16,000 to 7,000, we're going to lose 8,000 feet. So what would that be? That'd be, let's see, 9,000? 30 nautical miles? No. Like 3? Let's say it's 16,000 for now. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the plane, believe me. As a fellow software developer, I totally get you. Free does not come for free. Free takes effort. So we need to be at 220 for Soren, and we're going to be at 7,000 for the duration of the DME arc, if you will, until we get to Delta Whiskey 706, and then we'll begin descent for final bridge. I have done multiple things. I do internal work for companies. I've worked with front-end software development, back-end software development. I've done stuff with mobile devices. I've done stuff with embedded systems. I mean, I haven't done anything officially with the Raspberry Pi yet. That'd be a pretty cool project to take on. I have a few ideas. Let's see, TAT's in -11, but again, I don't have reports of weather in the area. Can I see the weather? There was some weather to the west, but no. I would like to do work with the scripting system for MSFS because I hear people talking about it and they're like, "Hey, do you do that?" It's like I think it's gonna be like the next level, making scenery way more interactive than it is right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to make my scenery look good. Once I get that down, we can talk about incorporating additional things. Auto brakes will set to 3. That should be enough. Some might say it's too much, but honestly, I'm good. I like stopping early and quickly. If I get any precip, I'm throwing on ice, anti-ice right now. Time to get decoding aircraft systems. I would actually be curious. I would like to see somebody redo the Learjet 45 for MSFS. I know that people have ported over the FSX version in the past, and I think somebody redid it, but I don't know what the aircraft system situation is for that plane. I have to admit, I'd be curious to work on aircraft. There's Dublin. We are really skating on down. Why is my VNAV only going at about... Why is my VNAV only going at about 193 knots? Hmm. Alright, no precip. Good. And here we go. We're going into the DME arc. We're going over to it. Yeah, I totally understand. The work that I do, it chews up so much of of the time that I would have otherwise spent for scenery development. So it's hard to work full time and then do scenery dev on the side. It's not impossible. It's just hard. Looking forward to some coffee when I touch down in Dublin. Maybe not going so slow. Let me take a look at my performance. 3240. Yeah, you should be faster. I don't know. We're done with climate cruise, so I can't influence it that way. Oh, I definitely understand. We should be descending soon, computer. Yeah, we're gonna go level change right now. Level change button, and we're going to increase our speed to 220. Let's go. Sporty descent. I'm pleased overall in terms of performance and frame rate. It's not as fast as, say, my settings on 1080p, but it is a lot better looking. I don't know, Nvidia, you might have just won this one. It is pushing a lot of pixels, you're right. Also, we're really high on the DME approach on the arc, but as long as I get to, I think, Delta Whiskey 706 and work at 7,000, then I'll be happy with that. We should be, I think. Really, you want to know what? The sharper the resolution, the less kind of like, you know, modifications or eye candy you need in terms of sharpening or making certain things look a certain way. I might have to check my, instrument refresh rate or my zoom or depth of field settings because it probably overwrote those. But honestly, I'm liking this so far. Also, if I do a scenery development on stream inside the sim, this will give me more room to stretch out. For reference, for anybody following along at home, this is a 3060 Ti by NVIDIA, which I have allowed the AI in the NVIDIA GeForce Experience app to alter my graphic settings for MSFS so that it gives me what it believes is the optimal setting. The only thing that I failed to do was actually was actually go full screen. Also, we do have some traffic in front of us, so I'm going to go ahead and slow down to probably 200. And I will intervene with my own descent rate. So I will bring the boards out if I have to. (1,000 feet per minute should be quite a bit. Where are they? I think they're flying the same mark with me, so I might bring out the boards just a touch. (10,000 feet, we'll go landing lights on. Folks from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We've got some company ahead of us as we arrive into Dublin today. Just wanted to remind you we are crossing 10,000 feet, so we definitely want to get you guys prepped for our arrival, which means all seats should be in their upright positions with tray tables securely stowed, and any electronics that are larger than your smartphone should be put away at this time. Just from the flight deck, wanted to make sure you were pleased with this trip. Hopefully you will enjoy and consider us for your future travel needs. And again, we should be having it on the ground in about maybe 15 minutes or so at this point. Sit back and relax. We should have you down soon. Yeah, the SDK definitely has a lot of menus. A lot of menus. How fast the person in front of me is going. Because I'm okay with 200 knots for spacing, but I'd like to go a little bit faster. Let's do 210 for now. So 210 should be fine. Should still give him a chance to get away. I did not set my minimums. Let's go ahead and set our radio altimeter. Radio altimeter will take 300. What is the decision height at Dublin? The decision height is going to be 200 feet. Okay, we made 7,000 feet before we got to Delta Whiskey 706. I'm happy with that. Not a bad way to close out the weekend, I'd say. For the arrival, we do not have any discontinuities anymore. I'm happy with that. And we're going to land flaps 30. Ref plus 5 speed's going to be 135. Yeah, the sim genuinely looks beautiful. Hithrick, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. It is a privilege having you here. We are on approach into Dublin. We're flying the Sutex 3 Lima arrival, and we are hitting pretty much the next to last waypoint on the arrival before we actually get it set for the ILS approach. We've got some multiplayer traffic in front of us. I don't know them, but they're flying an A320. I think, I don't know this for a fact, but I think they were at Cork, and I just didn't see their name tag. But Kithrick, welcome. Happy to have you with us. Okay, altitude change. Happy St. Patty's Day to you as well. Okay, speed brake is armed. Auto brakes at 3. Let's start heading on down to 3,000.
Traffic. Traffic.
Let's see. We've got... Alright, somebody's got to be around here somewhere. Let's look.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Yeah, it's going to be close. We'll find. Hello. Loads of traffic.
Clear of conflict.
Yep. Not by much, though. Any special dinners for tonight? I don't know. I'm having soup right now. Depending on how much time and what the meal plan is for tonight, I might make ground turkey, rice, get some butter lettuce. Um, what else? Maybe a little bit of vino. Yeah, actually, I'm feeling that. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to VNAV speed. But let's go ahead and leave flaps to 1 for now. What time should I stop by? Oh, dude, door's open if you want to say hello. Well, I'll pull up an extra plate and we can hang out and chill, living room, talk shop. Maybe not today, but it would be a privilege to see some of you guys. It'd be dope to go to Flight Sim Expo this year, but gang, I don't know if it's looking like it's gonna happen. I don't know, I'm being honest. I want to go. Mrs. Digi wants to go to Vegas. I would want to go too. But finances are looking kind of tight right now. I will take, you know, a chance to try to squeeze some extra money out of a few spots. There's hopefully something which might be happening in the near future, which I'm not going to talk about, but let's just say it could be something kind of big, but we'll see. Iowa Scotsman, hello friend, welcome. I'm coming into Dublin, and we are descending. Let me take a look at the ILS path. MaxNav needs to be 2,500 feet. So now we're LNAV, VNAV, and we are behind an approaching A320. This is multiplayer. I'm on the server. And we are on the arrival. This will be a once and done tonight, folks. Once I'm wrapped up and at the gate, we'll say our goodbyes for the evening, and then I will probably start working on dinner after I have a cup of coffee. But it has been a privilege chatting with you guys today, sincerely. Let me set heading to where I'm currently facing, which is 229er. Also, friends, I am trying to get some additional things going with regards to buymeacoffee.com or Ko-fi. I'm thinking about doing subscription-based, like a kind of Patreon style deal where I provide additional content for the stream, since I don't consider Twitch to be my primary form of supplementary income. So if you guys follow me on Discord, I will make that known to you there. If not, just send me whisper me a message or send me a friend request, and I will think about it there. Alright, one approach, so we're going to go ahead and activate the approach mode, and I will go ahead and go to flaps 2. Also, missed approach altitude for here is going to be 3,000. Okay, missed approach altitude is set. We are on approach mode, single channel. And we're coming into Dublin. Alright, so attendant seats for landing, please. Thank you. The wind is coming in from the southwest, so we are landing into the wind.
2,500.
Even if only slightly. Let's go ahead and get some more flaps in. Give me... what are we at? Flaps 5? Yeah. Flaps 10 and gear down. Actually, we'll go gear down flaps 15. Flaps 15 and gear down. Take flaps 25, and then flaps 30, and we should be good. Flaps 30. Base mount photogrammetry on or off? I thought it was on.
Traffic. Traffic.
Yep, not a factor. Ones are coming in from 223 at 15. A little bit bouncy.
1,000.
1000 stable, a little bumpy. Missed approach altitude is set in case we have to. They're bringing it down nice and easy. Look at that. Looking beautiful on final. Okay, this is not VATSIM, so
Minimums.
I might just go for it.
Minimums.
Multiplayer, continue.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
We'll just say we're a flight of 2. Reverse green. Alright, reverser stowed. Flaps all the way up. And speed brakes. They come off. Alright, friends, welcome to Dublin. Local time is dark o'clock, but I wanted to land with some sunlight, so there you go. Taxi lights on. Turn off lights on, landing lights off. And we'll get the APU going right now. We missed the touchdown point. Not by much, but had some fun. Could I have gone around? Of course I should have. They weren't off the runway. Do I care about that? Not right now. It's multiplayer and I was having a good time. Also, I consider this more of a tech demo anyway. So, thank you for the nice landing. And let's see. APU's coming up. Show me the airport diagram, please. There's a Ryanair flight leaving Dublin right now. Cool. Auto brake is off. Flight directors can come off too. I had a nice time flying. I did. Do I wish the flight was a little bit shorter? I'm tempted to say yes, but no. On the other hand, no, see? 45 minutes. Bam. Oh, there we go. Touchdown. Somebody else coming in. I really need to work on my mono matching. Maybe I should get like FSLTL or something. I don't know. So I'm probably going to turn at the second left to go to link 4. Actually, let's turn here. That would be Whiskey 2 to Mike 1. Again, this week is going to be a return to continued scenery development streams. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of no mic work. What I'm probably going to do this week to keep myself accountable while also making it a more low impact situation, I'm going to clearly mark my streams as no audio, um, no audio, no chat. So if you come in during the week and you see me working, feel free to leave me a message. Know that I'm going to be focused on the scenery dev, and I'll check on chat probably every like 10 to like 20 minutes, but I'm not going to be looking at it consistently. I'm doing it so that we can so that we can actually so I can show you progress, but I'm not going to worry about I'm not going to worry about I'm not going to worry about a lot of interactions. All right, turn off lights off, position lights steady, wing lights off. Okay, now we're going to play the game called, let's see if Digi can find where the AI wants him to park. I'm assuming it's wherever there's a gate. All right, we got some more people loading in. Cool. All right, let's go to APU gen, battery on the bus, and open the isolation valve. Let's see. I don't know. We'll take this gate. Oh, wait, hold on. I completely missed that. Let's see if we can fix this. Nope, reversers don't work the way they're supposed to. Oh, really? And there we go. That's hilarious. And the parking brake is set. Sweet. And we've got the APU going. So let's go ahead. Both engines are offline. And let's go ahead and request some ground things. So, ground services, GPU cart. Let's hit the chocks. Ground power request. Jetway request. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. And there we go, chat. Ground power is now available. Ground power, and that's it. Jet upper come off. Fuel pumps. APU's off. APU bleed is off. And let's go ahead and start shutting stuff down. Lights off. Anti-collision lights off. Dennis, disarm sleds. Okay, so isolation valve is open, APU bleeds are off, and we can turn the elec pumps off. Window heats to off, probe heats to off, and there we go. And did it work? Nope. Whatever, I guess. I'm happy. Genuinely happy. Matter of fact, let me take a look at the general area. Wow. Do you see the gap? Yes, I do. Also, again, even with textures to medium or low, we seem to have problems with loading all of the default Jetway textures. I still don't know why. I wish I did, but is what it is. I'm trying to remember if Dublin actually had photogrammetry. I thought they did, and I thought that my photogrammetry was set. So I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, photogrammetry's on. Okay, so good, good. Other than the fact that the jetways don't render fully. Okay, I do see photogrammetry. At least I think I see it. So I'm pleased. The frame rate is lower than what I'd like it to be, that's for sure. But for 2K texture resolution, 2K display, I'm happy with that. So, folks, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I had a nice time flying from Cork to Dublin. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some coffee, chill for the night, and the next time you see me, I'll probably be doing scenery dev weeknights for some upcoming projects. So, sit tight, and feel free to say hi to me if you see me around the Twitchverse. Downwind Sim, thanks so much for keeping me company. Kithrix, thanks for saying hello. For everybody else that stopped by and said hello, thank you again. Appreciate your support. And like I always like to say, if you want true peace, you want the Prince of Peace, and that's Jesus Christ. Take care, friends. I'm going to go ahead and head out, and we'll see ya. Bye.